All right, Captain, here's the departure briefing. We'll be departing from runway 14. We'll be flying the standard departure with an initial climb clearance to 4,000. Transition altitude is 18,000. After takeoff, we'll follow the SID profile with radar vectors to Kelno, climbing to flight level 380. Weather at departure shows low visibility with fog, but no significant weather expected en route. In the event of an engine failure below 400, we'll continue straight ahead and follow ATC instructions. Above 400, we'll follow the engine out SID procedure, climbing to 3,000 before turning back. For any abnormalities or emergencies before V1, we'll reject the takeoff and apply maximum braking. After V1, we'll continue the takeoff, handle the emergency, and communicate with ATC. We have been cleared as filed. Squawk code is 4313, and departure frequency will be 118.7. We're configured for takeoff with flaps 5. V1 is 145 knots, VR is 149 knots, V2 is 157 knots, flaps 5, D22, flex 57 degrees C. We'll climb out at V2 plus 10 knots. That's the briefing, Captain. Just say the word when you want me to call for taxi.
Air Canada 605, contact tower on 118.4.
Over to tower, Air Canada 605.
All right, Captain, let's get you to runway 14. I'll contact ground for taxi clearance. Halifax ground, Air Canada 1042, ready to taxi to runway 14. We have Tango.
Air Canada 1042, runway 14, taxi via Hotel, November.
Runway 14, Hotel November. Air Canada 1042.
Parking brake is still not set. Please set the parking brake.
Roger, stand by. Ground to flight deck. Tug disconnected. Ground crew clear of aircraft. Have a good flight. Ground to flight deck. You are still on apron frequency.
Air Canada 1042, contact tower on 118.4. So long.
Contacting tower on 118.4, Air Canada 1042.
Cabin is secure and the crew are taking their seats now.
Halifax Tower, Air Canada 1042 Heavy. Good morning, holding short 14, ready for departure.
Air Canada 1042 Heavy, Halifax Tower, runway 14, winds 160 at 9.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are now preparing for takeoff.
Runway 14.
Please ensure your seat belts are fastened, your seat backs are upright, and your tray tables are stowed. Thank you for your cooperation.
Approaching runway 14. On runway 14 remaining. 7,600 feet.
Ready as I'll ever be, Captain. Let's make this takeoff as smooth as my last landing in Microsoft Flight Simulator. Nothing's wrong, Captain. Just making sure we're all set for a smooth takeoff. Ready when you are.
Air Canada 1042, contact departure.
Contacting departure, Air Canada 1042. Departure, Air Canada 1042 Heavy. Good morning, climbing through 1000.
Air Canada 1042 Heavy, departure, radar contact. Climb 10,000, turn right, heading 315, direct Kelno when able, then own navigation.
Climb 10,000, right heading 315, direct Kelno when able, then own navigation. Air Canada 1042 Heavy.
Canada 1042, climb 12000.
Climbing to 12000, Air Canada 1042.
Air Canada 1042, contact Moncton Center on 133.905.
Contacting Moncton Center on 133.905. Air Canada 1042.
Dear guests, we are now at a safe altitude, and the use of approved electronic devices is permitted in flight
Air
mode.
Canada 1042
Our cabin
heavy.
service
Good
will
morning,
begin
9000
shortly,
for 12000.
and we appreciate your patience. Thank you for flying with Air Canada today.
Good morning, climb flight level 200.
Climbing flight level 200, Air Canada 1042.
Route 2033, climb to flight level 320.
Climb to flight level 220, Rouge 2033.
Air Canada 1042, climb at flight level 280.
Climbing flight level 280, Air Canada 1042.
Under 1860, auto flight level 340 for flight level 360.
Moncton Center, Air Canada 1042 Heavy. Good morning, climbing to flight level 210 for flight level 280.
Air Canada 1042, Moncton Center, identified. Good morning, climb, flight level 360.
Climb flight level 360, Air Canada 1042.
Moncton Centre, Speedbird 29 Golf, at flight level 350.
Speedbird 29 Golf, identified.
Moncton Centre, Air Canada 605, out of flight level 220, climbing.
Air Canada 605, roger. Air Canada 605, climb flight level 280.
Climbing to flight level 280, Air Canada 605.
Air Canada 1042, climb flight level 380.
Climbing flight level 380, Air Canada 1042.
Air Canada 605, climb flight level 320.
Out of flight level 310 for flight level 320, Air Canada 605.
Dear guests, the cabin crew will now begin the snack and beverage service. We invite you to enjoy our delicious maple cookies and refreshing apple juice, which are popular choices on our menu. After the service, selected items from the Air Canada shop will be available for your enjoyment. Thank you for flying with us.
Alright, Captain, here's the arrival briefing for Ottawa McDonald Cartier. We'll be arriving on runway 25 using the RNAV approach. We're flying the River 4 arrival with a VL row transition. Transition level is 18,000 feet. After the star, we'll intercept the RNAV to runway 25. Weather at arrival shows winds 190 at 6 knots, visibility 10 miles, and a few clouds at 10,000 feet. In the event of a missed approach, we'll follow the published procedure. Squawk code remains 4313 and approach frequency will be 135.15. We'll configure for landing with flaps 30 and final approach speed will be 137 knots.
Climbing to flight
That's
level
the arrival
400,
briefing, Captain. Let me know if you want
605.
anything changed. Moncton Center, Air Canada 1042 Heavy, good morning, at flight level 380. All right, Captain. Here's the arrival briefing for Ottawa McDonald Cartier. We'll be arriving on runway 25 using the RNAV approach. We'll be flying the River 4 arrival with the VL row transition. Transition level is 18,000 feet. After the star, we'll intercept the RNAV to runway 25. Weather at arrival shows winds 190 at 6 knots, visibility 10 miles, and a few clouds at 10,000 feet. In the event of a missed approach, we'll follow the published procedure. Squawk code remains 4313, and approach frequency will be 135.15. We'll configure for landing with flaps 30, and final approach speed will be 137 knots. That's the arrival briefing, Captain. Let me know if you want anything changed. We're set for the RNAV Yankee approach into runway 25. Should be a smooth ride in. For the RNAV Yankee approach to runway 25, the transition level is 18,000 feet. After the River 4 arrival, we'll intercept the RNAV to runway 25. Let me know if you need more details. We're taking the VL row transition for the River 4 arrival, and we'll intercept the RNAV Yankee approach for runway 25. Let me know if you need more details.
Can I get you anything to drink or a small snack, Captain? We'll bring your orange juice and crackers right away, Captain. Of course, Captain.
Air Canada 605, climb to flight level 320.
Climb flight level 320, Air Canada 605.
Captain, here is your orange juice and crackers. Of course, Captain.
Air Canada 1042, contact Boston Center on 120.25.
Contacting Boston Center on 120.25, Air Canada 1042.
Air Canada 605, just confirming you have us.
Boston Center, Air Canada 1042 Heavy. Good morning, with you flight level 380.
Air Canada 1042, Boston Center, good morning. Air Canada 1042, expect the River 4 arrival, Valero transition. Anticipate descent in about 20 minutes.
Expecting the River 4 arrival, VLRO transition, anticipating descent in about 20 minutes. Air Canada 1042.
Jazz is 7992, flight level 310 for flight level 320.
Jazz 7992, good morning, sir.
Porter 241, flight level 370 for flight level 400.
Porter 241, Boston Center, Roger.
Boston Center, United 905, at flight level 340.
United 905, Boston Center, roger. Delta 46, descend to maintain flight level 320.
Leaving flight level 360 for flight level 320, Delta 46.
Air Canada 1042, contact Montreal Center on 133.225.
Contacting Montreal Center on 133.225. Air Canada 1042. Montreal Center, Air Canada 1042 Heavy. Good morning, maintaining flight level 380.
Air Canada 1042, Montreal Center identified. Good morning. Air Canada 605, continue descent to flight level 320.
Descending to flight level 320, Air Canada 605.
Montreal Center, Air Canada 1042 Heavy. Good morning, maintaining flight level 380.
Air Canada 1042, Montreal Center identified. Good morning.
Montreal Center, Control 2293, flight level 250 for flight level 280.
Patrol 2293, identified. Air Canada 1042, when you're ready to begin your descent, descend flight level 300. Cleared for the River 4 arrival.
Descending flight level 300, cleared for the River 4 arrival. Air Canada 1042.
Air Canada 1042, descend flight level 270.
Descending flight level 270. Air Canada 1042.
Understood, Captain. Preparing the cabin for descent now. Ladies and gentlemen, we will be starting our descent shortly. Please return to your seats and fasten your seatbelts. Thank you for your cooperation. Ladies and gentlemen, we have left our cruising altitude and are starting our approach to Ottawa. Please return to your seats, stow your tables, fasten your seatbelts, and note that the use of the lavatories is no longer allowed. Thank you for your cooperation.
Air Canada 605, descend to flight level 290.
Ascending flight level 290, Air Canada 605.
Air Canada 605, continue descent to flight level 260.
Ascending flight level 260, Air Canada 605.
Hey Alexander, I can't grab the IDIS for you. We're still with Montreal Center, and we need their permission to change frequencies. Let me know if you want me to request that. All right, Alexander. Once we're near Ottawa, I'll keep an eye on the airspace for any updates. Let me know if there's anything specific you need.
Air Canada 605, descend to flight level 240.
Out of flight level 280 for flight level 240, Air Canada 605.
Air Canada 1042, descend altitude 16,000 feet. Altimeter 2982.
Descending to 16,000 feet. Altimeter 2982, Air Canada 1042.
Rouge 1917, descend via the Ragged 6 arrival to 7,000.
Descending via the Ragged 6 arrival, Rouge 1917.
Air Canada 605, descend flight level 210.
Down to flight level 210, Air Canada 605.
Hey guys, Alexander here. So I wanted to go a little bit different today on the live stream. We're going to be using SayIntentions.ai ATC today. SayIntentions.ai is one of the most unique AI services we can use out here. So I'm using SayIntentions today. We'll be back on that soon later on. We're doing the LA to London in the British Airways 777. Should be a fun one. You guys should be joining as well. Yeah.
Air Canada 1042, descend altitude 5,000 feet.
5,000 feet.
Descending to altitude 5,000 feet. Air Canada 1042.
So, David, is the landing flaps going to be 30 or 25?
We'll be landing with flaps 30, Captain. Keeps things nice and smooth for our arrival into Ottawa.
Flight level 220 for flight level 240, Rouge 1990.
Copy that. Once we vacate at in Ottawa, we'll find our nearest gate, and I'll let the ramp know.
Got it, Captain. Once we touch down and vacate the runway in Ottawa, we'll head to Terminal Gate 17A. I'll make sure the apron knows we're on our way.
I will notify the ramp now. Hey, copy to ramp and how.
Sounds good, Captain. Once we're on the ground, I'll make sure the apron is ready for us at Terminal Gate 17A.
17A. We'll be landing on runway 25, expecting Gate 17A. I repeat, Gate 17A, landing runway 25. Over.
Ram to flight deck, noted Gate 17A and runway 25. Safe flight. Boston Center on 120.35.
Over to Boston Center on 120.35, quarter 511.
David, we're ready to change our gate here. We're ready to take one of the. We're ready to request Gate 15 to the ground crew. Gate 15, Gate 15.
All right, Alexander. I'll let the ground crew know we're switching to Gate 15 once we're closer to Ottawa.
Air Canada 605. Continue climb to flight level 350.
Copy to the
climbing to flight level 350, Air Canada 605.
This time, gate change to Gate 15. Repeat, landing 25, Gate 15. Over.
Gate 15 is not assigned. Terminal Gate 17A is assigned.
Copy that. Request to change gate. Requesting gate Gate 17.
Gate 17A assigned. Air Canada 421, contact Toronto Center on 124.675. So long.
Alright, David, good news. I just got
124.675, Air Canada 421.
17, not 17A. We'll be taking Gate 17 once we land off runway 25.
Got it, Captain. We'll head to Gate 17 after landing on runway 25.
Alrighty, and our next flight today will be flying from Ottawa, and we're going to head over to London Heathrow. Do you want to go see what London looks like?
London Heathrow, huh? Sounds like a plan. Always wanted to see if the Queen's Guards really don't flinch.
Trust me, it's a nice city to go to.
Air Canada 605.
London's one of the biggest cities in the UK with the busiest airport inside Britain. Heathrow is so busy. But today, we're going to take the 777 back to London as Air Canada Flight 808 towards London Heathrow. We'll be expecting that flight later today. For now, we'll be landing inside Ottawa. We'll be taking our break for half an hour and get ready for this long haul to Ottawa, to London Heathrow.
Sounds like a plan, Alexander. London Heathrow's always a blast. Let's nail this landing in Ottawa first, and then we'll be Heathrow bound. Cheers to the long haul.
Ascending flight level 210, American 1963.
Oh, for sure. Looking forward to doing this. I appreciate you guys for coming along with me on this one.
Glad to be here, Alexander. Looking forward to the London leg later. Let's nail this landing in Ottawa first.
Yep, let's grease it.
Let's make it a smooth touchdown, Alexander. Looking forward to a nice landing in Ottawa.
Yep, We're passing 17,000 feet. I got the seatbelt sign turned on for the passengers. And once we're near Ottawa, I will call and say we'll be a 15-mile final out. We got those rings and the FMC all plugged in, so we got the mile rings for 15, 10, and 5 on the FMC.
Got it, Alexander. Seatbelt signs on, and we're all set.
We're going to apply some speed brake. We're going a little over the speed. I'll reduce that down to 220 if we need to, but I'll keep it at 250 inside the LNAV VNAV pass for now.
Got it, Alexander. Speed brakes are a good call. Let's keep it smooth and stay on the path. Let me know if you need anything else.
Alright, 15,000 passing. I'm going to reduce my speed down to 220 just to make sure.
Air Canada 1042, contact Ottawa approach on 135.15.
Contacting Ottawa approach on 135.15. Air Canada 1042. Ottawa approach, Air Canada 1042 heavy. Good morning. 15,000 for 5,000 on River 4.
Air Canada 1042 heavy, Ottawa approach identified. Good morning, Ottawa altimeter 2982. Expect the RNAV Yankee runway 25 approach into Ottawa. Advise you have information, Lima.
Ottawa altimeter 2982. Expect the RNAV Yankee runway 25 approach. Air Canada 1042 heavy.
So we got information in Lima for arrival. We're expecting the ILS, correction, the RNAV Yankee 25. We're on that descent path now. And I'll let the cabin crew know we'll be, once we're on final, I'll let them know that will be on final for 25.
Got it, Alexander. We're set for the RNAV Yankee approach to runway 25. With information Lima, I'll keep an eye on the descent path. Let me know if you need anything else.
And just to verify that runway heading of 251 is set, I need to go around altitude for the miss approach.
Runway heading is set to 251. Missed approach altitude is 5,000 feet. Let me know if you need anything else, Captain.
Got that 5,000 feet set on the go around miss approach. And in case we go around, we'll climb, maintain that heading. We'll maintain that on our runway heading and fly back around for the second attempt.
Got it, Alexander. Runway heading is set for the go-around, and we'll climb 5,000 if needed. Ready for that second attempt if it comes to it.
Alright, we'll set the lights on now. I just need to set them on here. Our turn-offs.
Air Canada 1042, cross stiffly at or above altitude 3,000 feet.
Cross Keithley at or above 3,000 feet. Air Canada 1042.
So you want to cross or above 3,000 and I'll set down the altitude for 3,000.
Yep, cross TF Lee at or above 3,000 feet is the plan. Altitude set for 3,000.
Alright, passing 10,000 feet now. I'll set the landing lights on. And I'll let the cabin know we're at 10,000 and we are 20 minutes until landing.
All right, Alexander, we're descend altitude through 10,000 feet. I'll let the cabin know we're about 20 minutes out. Let's keep it smooth.
Hey, cabin and crew, we are 20 minutes out until landing. Descend to 10,000.
Understood, Captain. Preparing the cabin for landing now. Ladies and gentlemen, we are now beginning our descent into San Antonio. Please ensure your seatbelts are fastened and your seatbacks are upright. Thank you for your cooperation. Ladies and gentlemen, we are now beginning our final approach into Ottawa. Please turn off your electronic devices and stow them until we arrive at the gate. Ensure your tray tables are put away, your seats are in the full upright position, and your seatbelts are fastened. The weather in Ottawa is currently 17 degrees Celsius with light winds. Our assigned gate is Terminal Gate 17A. Thank you for your cooperation.
And cabin crews, be advised that our gate for arrival is going to be 17, not 17A.
Understood, Captain. Gate for arrival is noted as 17. Ladies and gentlemen, we are now on final approach to Ottawa. Please ensure your seatbelts are fastened and your seatbacks are upright. Thank you for your cooperation.
Alright, David, I set the our gate to 25 at Ottawa. Correction, gate 17 at Ottawa now. And I'm not gonna get I was gonna get Ram a call, but I was like, you know what, I'm gonna let our other ground services take over for that.
Got it, Alexander. Gate 17 it is. Letting the auto ground services handle it sounds like a plan.
Alright, passing 7,000 feet. We will go ahead and I'll go and set the speed down to 210. We'll set up the flash 1.
All right, Alexander, speed down to 210 and flaps 1 set. Let's keep it smooth as we approach Ottawa.
Air Canada 1042 Heavy, cleared for the Arnav Yankee runway 25 approach.
Cleared for the Arnav Yankee runway 25 approach. Air Canada 1042 Heavy.
Alright, I'll change that to level change now.
All right, Alexander, switching to level change now. Let's keep this descent smooth and steady.
Cabin crew, we're about 15 minutes and 15 miles away until landing. Over.
Understood, Captain. Preparing the cabin for landing now. Ladies and gentlemen, we are now beginning our final approach to San Antonio. Please ensure your seatbelts are fastened and your seatbacks are upright. Thank you for your cooperation.
Oh my gosh, pretty nasty weather going through the super clouds. I think it's rain.
Yeah, it's looking a bit rough out there. Those clouds are definitely packing some rain. Let's keep it steady and watch for any bumps.
You got it.
Yeah, those clouds are definitely giving us a bit of a shower. Let's keep it steady and enjoy the ride through the virtual weather.
Alright, I'm gonna go gear down.
Alright, Alexander. Gear down, let's get ready for a smooth landing. Let's hope the weather gives us a break on the way in.
Cabin crew, we're clear to land on runway 325. Here we go.
Cabin is secure and the crew are taking their seats now. Ladies and gentlemen, we are now on final approach to Ottawa. Please ensure your seat belts are fastened and your seat backs are upright. Thank you for your cooperation.
Oh, okay. That plane was not expected to go up like this.
Yeah, sometimes these planes have a mind of their own. Let's keep it smooth and steady as we head into Ottawa.
Air Canada 1042, contact Ottawa Tower on 118.8.
Contacting Ottawa Tower on 118.8. Air Canada 1042. Ottawa Tower, Air Canada 1042 Heavy. Good morning on the RNAV runway 25 approach.
Air Canada 1042 Heavy, Ottawa Tower, runway 25, winds 190 at 10, gusting 15. Clear to land.
Runway 25, cleared to land. Air Canada 1042 Heavy.
Cabin crew, being clear to land. Cabin crew, cease for landing. Thank you.
Understood, Captain. Preparing the cabin for landing now.
Alright, David, we're clear to land, and I think we'll try and vacate early if we can and get to that gate.
Sounds good, Alexander. Let's aim for an early exit and head to gate 17A.
Ladies and gentlemen,
fingers crossed
we
for
are
a
now
smooth
on
landing.
final approach to Ottawa.
Alright,
Please ensure your seat belts are fastened and your seat backs are upright. Thank you for your cooperation.
All right, Alexander. Gear down and ready for landing. Let's make this a smooth one.
Alright, I'm gonna go and set my replay on now. Alright, Alright, you do the landing checklist for Clearport. That's good. Alright, landing checklist. Gears down, 3 green. Spoilers are armed. Flaps are full. Cabin crew has been advised. We've been cleared to land runway 25.
Landing checklist complete. We're all set for runway 25. Let's make it a smooth one, Captain.
Approaching runway 25.
1000. Approaching minimum 20.
Air Canada 1042, contact ground on 121.9er.
Switching to ground on 121.9er. Air Canada 1042.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are now on our final approach into Ottawa. Please turn off your electronic devices and stow them until we arrive at the gate. Ensure your tray tables are put away, your seats are in their full upright position, and your seat belts are fastened. The weather in Ottawa is currently 17 degrees Celsius. Our assigned gate is Terminal Gate 17. Thank you for your cooperation.
Terminal Gate 17A via Charlie.
Welcome to Ottawa. Did you know that Ottawa is home to the world's largest skating rink, the Rideau Canal, which stretches over 7 kilometers? Thank you for flying with Air Canada today. Please remain seated until we reach our final parking position. The local time here is 9:45 in the morning.
That was not bad. We're now down. We're now going to put spoilers, flaps, and we will do the after landing checklist. Alright, after landing checklist, flaps are clean, spoilers are down, landing lights are off, strobes are off, APU can go to the on position.
Alright, Alexander, APU's on. After landing checklist complete, Nice landing, by the way, let's get to that gate.
Keyway ground though, it will be gate 17, not 17A for gate change. 1 hour and 27 minutes on each block timer.
Air Canada 1042, cross runway 32, then continue taxi via East Taxi Lane.
Cross runway 32, then continue taxi via East Taxi Lane. Air Canada 1042.
Okay, cross runway 32, and then second on the East Taxi Line.
All right, Alexander, let's cross runway 32 and then continue on the East Taxi Lane. Almost there.
Trying to see where my gate is. Alright, we're here. First flight for SayIntentions. Nice. We're gonna go ahead and... Where are you at? Where are you at? Where are you? Brakes! Oh. Is there somebody in our gate, or is the gate clear for us?
Looks like gate 17 is clear for us, Alexander. We're good to go.
Okay, I was confused.
No worries, Alexander. It's easy to get turned around with all these instructions. Let's keep rolling to gate 17.
Haha! We found our gate! There's gate 17.
Great, Alexander. Gate 17 is all set for us. Let's get there and wrap up this flight.
Phew, we're here.
We made it. Let's get to gate 17 and wrap this up. Nice landing, by the way.
Alright, cabin crew, we arrived at the gate. Give us about 15 to 20 minutes. We'll get the ground services connected and get everybody off.
Copy, Captain. We will start the deboarding process now. Ladies and gentlemen, we have arrived at the gate. The seatbelt sign is now off. You may collect your belongings and deplane. Thank you for flying with us today.
Deboarding requested. Catering vehicles are on their way. Please don't load aircraft until the fuel truck arrives and ask to do it. There are no passenger stairs. You will not see passengers visually. Fuel truck is in position. Please don't load aircraft until the fuel truck arrives and ask to do it. Passengers bus is coming.
Alright, let's go up top. We're gonna go...
Please use your airplane fuel system to set the desired fuel quantity.
No, we're not refueling. GSX, what are we doing today?
Passengers bus is coming.
All right.
Air Canada 449er ready to taxi.
Air Canada 449er, runway 25, taxi at your discretion.
Runway 25, taxi our discretion, Air Canada 449er.
Air Canada 449er contact tower on 118.8.
To tower, Air Canada 449er.
Holy, we made it to Ottawa. Our break begins now, I guess, and I'll set up next leg back to, we might go to Halifax. What did I say? We're going to London Heathrow. Let's get there. I'll let the boarding commence, and I'll do my landing replays, and then we'll set up a flight to London Heathrow.
Nice landing, Alexander. Let's get everything set for the next leg to London Heathrow. I'll handle the comms with ground to get us to gate 17.
Sounds good, David. I'll be back in about 2 hours to get the route set up, and I'll see what kind of departure that ATC will give us. I hope it's runway 25, the one we landed. If it is, we're taking it. And hopefully Heathrow will be a 27 left or 27 up right, 9 left or right for arrival. And our spot in Heathrow will be 237 with real aircraft that actually took us.
Sounds like a plan, Alexander. I'll be ready to roll when you are. Heathrow's got some nice runways, so let's hope we get one of those for arrival.
And our gate over there will be 237. 237.
Looks like we're heading to gate 17, not 237. Let's get this bird parked and ready for the next adventure.
There's somebody walking right there. Whoa. You good? Keep water? I got you.
Passengers bus is coming.
Let's go up there. We'll get a raise then. Get a raise. Do you want to do an ILS approach? Do you need here?
Passengers deboarding starting.
I'll request that ATC. Hurts. set the next route. Alright, I think it's time to get to, there are two long-haul destinations we can go to. We can visit Tokyo or London, so I don't know where to go next. You can choose that.
Well, Alexander, both Tokyo and London sound like epic adventures. If I had to pick, I'd say let's head to London and enjoy some fish and chips. What do you think?
Sounds good to me. Let's go to London. Heathrow it is.
London it is. Let's get ready for some British weather and maybe a nice cup of tea. I'll start prepping for the flight to Heathrow.
Coming in, I'll get the flight plan all get figured out. Air Canada flight number 889er, flying from Ottawa, going to and let's see what kind of gate they'll give us. We are a 777-300ER, Air Canada. Alright, so we got our route set it up.